Hello,
Hello,
Church.
church. Good morning, everyone. So, we are here to share two testimonies where we have experienced God's favor and blessings during our early days here in the UK. We arrived in August, and my office had provided us an accommodation for a month, and we were expected to find a place within that 1 month. But due to the high demand in housing and limited supply, it was getting quite difficult to get a place for us to get it on rent. Uh, our 1 month of provided accommodation had almost come to an end, and we were still struggling to find some place. I tried getting an extension from my office, but they rejected it due to budget constraints. We had almost given up and were worried of how to manage living, finding a place in this expensive city. Since we weren't able to find a place on rent, we had almost started looking for a temporary accommodation. We were praying every day and hoping for a miracle that would take the struggle and worries of finding a place. 3 days before our checkout, that is before our 1 month period was about to come to an end, we got a confirmation we got an appointment for a viewing, and we checked out the place. It was nice. We spoke to the owner, but she did not give us any confirmation if we can have this apartment, because there were quite a few other people who were in line uh, to compete with us for this place. 2 days later, that is almost 1 day before our checkout from the hotel, the owner called us to inform that they would like to rent out the place to us, and that they had completed all of their interior work before time, just so that we could have the keys and we could shift directly from provided accommodation to over here. We completed all of the formalities within that same 1 day, and we knew getting such a wonderful done house and getting all of the formalities completed without any issues wasn't possible without God's involvement and blessings. All of our colleagues and friends were surprised how we could find such a great place within 1 month. We knew this could only happen because God is with us.
Yeah. So, first task of finding a house was completed. We now had to focus on getting a job for me. First 3 months were quite busy for us as we were settling down and getting used to the weather. I had been searching and applying for job from the first week of our arrival in the city. With the city being a tourist hotspot and having very few corporate offices, I was finding it very difficult to get any opportunities here. With months passing by, I had prepared myself to start looking for jobs out of my IT field. Somewhere deep within, I knew just like how God has reserved the best house for us, He would have reserved a job for me as well. And it would show itself once the time was right. But being human being, I was getting impatient as 5 months had already passed and we were managing our expenses on a single source of income in this expensive city. So with 5 months now gone, all I wanted was at least an IT related job. Didn't matter even it was at a junior position. But God had different and better plans. I finally got selected and was offered not only a job in the field I wanted, but a level above than what I was working before. I will be starting work in February. Now we know this job was reserved for me because a few months ago, on a call with Daniel, while he was praying, he prophesied that I would soon be getting a job and would be working with or for something related to or called as Zero. So this organization that I am joining uses the same application which I would be using in my day-to-day activities. We know God has brought us to this new land and hope He has much more plans for us. Thanking and giving all glory to God for all that He has done and He will be doing in our lives. We would like to thank Mama, the prayer group, and you all for keeping us in your prayers. Please continue to keep us in your prayers and we look to visit and meet you all soon. Bye. Take care.